Cool for a second.
I mean, it still looks pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, it'll look cool until it's over. Just going the other way.
Yeah.
That's a big dandelion.
Mm-hmm.
Every time Mama had a baby in the head with the dandelions.
Not with the dandelions, but with a different flower, like the longleaf plantain.
You got them with dandelion.
A long leaf plantain.
Yeah, there's longleaf and there's broadleaf. Both grow here. Here in this yard.
Shut up.
Broadleaf is better for like chewing up and putting on like a bug leaf. And the longleaf tastes better. Because there's less of the medicinal effects. It's like enough to get the job done, but also enough to make it different. Dandelions, dead metal.
Spooky if it's staring at the fire.
Yeah, she's a firebug.
Mishka,
Are you a good girl?
put your butt down, Justin.
Yeah. Are you excellent? That's awesome.
I'll send them to you.
Get some. Take the pictures of me. Hello.
Oh.
But you were just talking to me. Clearly, you want me in your lap.
Hi, baby. I sent them.
Count Chocula is good, right?
I personally
What's
didn't
your
like
favorite
it.
one?
My favorite cereal?
No,
Oh, I
of the
don't
Count
like Count
Chocula,
Chocula.
Frankenberry, or Blueberry.
If I had to pick, it'd be Count
Frankenberry for
Chocula.
me, man. I would.
Count Chocula. Yeah.
I always say. So you don't like Count Chocula. What's your favorite?
Like any of those.
You don't like any cereal?
Oh no, cereal. I like Rice Krispies.
Frankenberry is
I
so
like Rice
good.
Krispies and what is it? S'mores? Or no? What's the? No, Crave.
Yeah.
Crave.
I
Lucky
mean, it's
Charms,
good, but like,
and Rice Krispies.
yo, for me, Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds.
If I had to do my
Great.
my favorite like healthy one, it would be the vanilla almond special K. I finished that this morning. We have like this much left in the bag.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
You got some.
It was all crumbs. My pants are dirty now. Yeah. So it's almost like it's crossing across the right top of it.
Right, like it
And
came
the
in,
bottom of it is still.
and now it's going.
And it's getting brighter.
Oh, if you look at the path on the map, it's like something.
Yeah.
Oh, make it clear.
Yeah, we can see that. Can you still see it?
Yeah. Here you go. Let's go see it. Oh, I have the cutest little paw prints.
I mean, there's definitely something between us and the sun, right? Because, like,
Yes.
it got windy right away,
It
it
got
got
windy, it's
cooler,
dark.
it got darker, like,
Oh. Oh, it's really good now. Yeah, the tree's getting in the way. That's super cool. Thank you for Now it's like a freshly manicured French manicure.
Yeah. It's like a Cheshire cat.
Hmm?
Cheshire cat.
Yes. I thought I saw a tail
That way.
that way.
Might have.
Not Mishka's tail.
No. Easy, just look at the sun any given day.
I know, right?
Sun up to right now.
Dude, that was a full one with an iPhone camera.
It looks, doesn't look. It looks like a whole sun.
Yeah, he said it.
It's because the
for
corona
the camera,
around
but
it.
with the glasses, it's good.
Yeah.
So it looks.
Peeking through a little bit. Oh, that's cool.
Get up for a second and move to like the left and the right so you can watch the screen. Because there's small woodland creatures in the yard. And I'm sure you're going to want to watch them.
Well,
Oh, you totally missed the squirrel over there.
it's done.
It's gone.
It's done.
To the left.
There it is. That's a crack nail. Sorry. 12 years ago on this day, rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life.
I like the clouds waited.
They waited until peak.
Yeah. Where did it Mishka,
Oh wow.
what you eating?
You saw this in the restaurant. You gotta put the head on it.
No good, no good.
I was watching this reel and gave me an idea. Next time we go out on the river, we should bring like just a small bucket, a small sifter. You know, can't even look at it through the reflection on my phone.
So where's the moon?
In front of the sun.
No, it moved out and from in front of the sun. So where is it at?
It's still kind of in front of the
Right
sun.
in front of the sun.
It's still in front of the sun if you look through the glasses.
Yeah, there's still something partially obscuring the sun.
Polarized. Yeah.
Still there. My guess is the way the Earth is rotating and the sun, because it looks like the moon is just going like this and the sun's just going like this, so that's where they are.
Yeah, well, when the moon is out in the sky over here in the daytime and the sun shines on it, I can see it. It's literally right there, moving out from the path of the sun. So how come I can't see it?
Because it's hiding in the sun.
Because the sun's not shining on it.
You're
The
telling
sun's
me the
shining on
sun
the dark-
that
we're
warms
seeing-
our planet, gives us all this life, and at nighttime reflects off the planet to shine, to show us the moon, can't show us the moon when it's right there in front of it?
Well, because it's on
Because
this side
the-
of it.
yeah.
It's in
We're
the
essentially
shadow.
in
Yeah.
the shadow.
We're in
It's
the
in the-
shadow of the
We're
moon.
not in the shadow
Well,
anymore.
Yes,
The moon's a sphere.
I
the sun
understand
is
that.
too
We're
mu-
not at like.
And the moon has started to move away from being in front of the sun.
because
Yeah.
the sun is a
So how come I
bajillion
can't
times
see the
bigger.
moon?
Well,
because the
you
sun is a
can. It's like
bajillion times bigger
50%.
and further
You can see
away.
it.
How come I can see the moon in the daytime
'Cause it's not
except
as
for
far
in an
away.
eclipse?
Well, how come there's a circle in front of the sun right now?
You tell me.
It's the moon.
It's
The
the
moon.
moon.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then how come I can't see it in the sky?
Because the
Because
sun
is
over.
Well, then
the
what
glare
is
of the
it?
sun is too bright for your eyes.
The glare of
to
the sun-
process the image.
The
We
the
need
light of the sun
technology.
hits the earth, reflects up, and shines the moon at night. That is
No.
what we were talking.
No, the sun doesn't reflect off of the earth to like.
You're right, it
sun
doesn't
shines
reflect off the
directly
earth.
on the moon.
Yeah, it shines directly on the moon. So we see that light bouncing back off the moon to Earth, right?
So how come I can't see it shining?
Because the
it's not
sun
shining
is
on the moon,
behind
it's
the
shining
moon
on
right
the
now.
other side of the moon. Because the moon's
We
a
are
sphere, so it
currently
can only
leaving the
shine
dark
on one.
side of
So
the
then
moon.
how come there's not? So you have the corona, right?
Yeah.
The thing. What
In
is
a
it called?
full eclipse,
The ring of
yeah.
fire or whatever it's
Yeah.
called, right?
Yeah.
So then how come there's not an opposite of that from the back side of the moon,
Because we wouldn't be able to see it from our location.
Like, because we're
right?
facing right now.
Right?
The part of the section
Shit,
of the moon that
fucker.
we can see is the dark side of the moon.
Yeah.
So how
There's
come
always
there's
a
not a
dark
light
side.
on the backside of the moon on the edge?
Because there's no other sun
There-
in the sky to reflect the opposite
there-
direction. There's no competing
You
light.
have the
That's-
sun, you
that's
have
what
the
you
moon.
see.
The light is coming this way, so
Yeah.
how come there's not a light of ring on the backside of the moon that I can see?
So there is. If
It's
you-
not the ring of fire. The ring of fire is the sun
I thought-
ring
I-
that the moon is
Yeah, the
blocking
sun
out.
ring around
So how
the
come
moon.
on the backside of the moon from the sunlight there is not a ring that
So
I can
we
see?
will never see the backside of the
Dude, do you
moon
know how far away
because
that
the
is?
same side of the moon
can't see
always
that.
faces the Earth.
Yeah, it's
The
locked.
moon rotates
It's like
in the same.
geosynchronous orbit.
It stays
So
in
it's
its
always
orbit
in the
around
same
the
spot.
Earth,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
the same side of the moon
Mhm.
always.
And there is a
faces the
0% probability of that being able to happen.
You know what? No, that's not geosynchronous.
It's
Not
the-
geosynchronous. It's something else.
It's a lot.
Huh?
It's
Wait,
not-
there's a what?
there's a 0% chance of the moon spinning at the. How come I never see the other side of the moon? Because of the way it spins, right?
Yeah,
It's
because
a 0% probability of that being able to happen. And how come that moon is the only moon in the planet in our solar system
the only
that
other
acts like
option
that?
is that it's a satellite planted by ancient
I'm pretty
aliens.
sure
Yeah.
solar
But
and
even
lunar
still-
eclipse
Yeah,
happens on
but
other
I'm gonna
planets.
need more evidence before I believe that.
But even
because-
then, if a sun that is 400 times the
Dude.
size of our planet is shining on the backside of the moon, then how come there's not a ring of light hitting
Because
from
we
the
can't
backside
see
of the light?
the helation
Wait.
of the moon because of the brightness of the sun. It's
Mm.
competing with the brightness of the sun, and the sun fucking wins.
Yeah, that's
It's
why
the
the
sun.
the front of the
It's a
moon is black
fission
during an
reactor,
eclipse.
the
During an
biggest
eclipse,
one.
I'm talking about the backside of the moon.
We'll never see the backside of the moon.
You're
we
telling
can't
me
see the backside
that
of
the
the
sun's shining so bright that I can't see a light
So,
Dude,
from the
you
backside
can't
of the
see
moon.
the backside of the house from here.
It's just-
so you know when you're trying
You
to
can't
take a
see
picture,
around corners.
But I'm
You
not
need
trying
direct
to-
line of sight. It's called line of sight for a reason.
I have line of sight, and the
Yeah.
moon is right
the
there.
moon is currently backlit. So like when you're talking and facing someone
Mhm.
and you have the sun at the back of your head and they're like, oh, I can't really see the details of your face because the sun's behind you and I can't.
Yeah, and you get a halo. There is
Right.
no halo from the moon, from the backside of it.
I mean, you're this close to me and the moon's how far from me?
Yep.
I may not just be able to see
It's
the
all
halo
about distances and
because my eyes just
Keep going.
can't see that
Keep
far
going.
to pick up the halo.
Keep going.
the moon is this big, the
A
sun is
human's
this big.
line of sight is about 11 miles. That's, or I guess is that the horizon? How far it is? To the
Yeah.
horizon? 11 miles.
Yeah.
No,
But like,
but anyway,
On the
you're
My
telling
eyeballs
me
are
that
not
the sun that
jealous.
is 400 times the size of the planet gets
So,
blotted
I'm-
out
it's
by the
science.
moon,
I'm not a scientist.
but I can see what's
There-
behind the
I believe
moon because the
scientists.
sun is so bright.
When you have totality,
But
that's
when
what
the
you say.
sun, when the moon moves away from in front of the sun, there is not, from the backside of the moon, there is not a light that's going to hit the moon.
Okay, so what is it then?
So in the
your-
daytime when the
what's-
moon is out and it's only a half a moon, I can take my camera, zoom in, I get the full moon, and I get nothing but blackness around it.
Right.
And that's
Around the
strictly
moon?
from the light of the sun.
Around the moon?
Yeah, but that's also your
Yeah.
your camera
In the daytime?
auto smart
Okay.
feature thing.
All right, so
autofocus.
what's in front of the sun?
You tell me.
Going
Well,
round
you
and
tell
round.
me
There's
now.
nothing
I don't
you
think
can
it's
I
the
do.
just
moon.
told you what I thought. You
How
tell
is
me.
the moon literally right there in the
So
sky
what's in
at
front
this
of the sun
time of
now?
day?
So what's in
Because
front
For the
of
last
Earth
2
is
weeks.
Okay, so the
constantly-
moon's over
But
there,
now it's
so
suddenly
where's-
over here.
So what's in front of the sun? 'Cause
I don't
see
know.
something in front of it.
I don't know. But it ain't the moon.
So it's not the moon.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with the other explanation that explains what it is and says it is the moon. That's what I think.
Okay.
There's nothing else in space that is big enough to block out the sun.
so if that's not the moon,
What is it?
where is the moon right now?
I don't know. This is what I'm telling you. I made it a point to sit there and look out that fucking window for 2 months, really. And the moon at this time of day is right there in the behind us, behind where the sun is, every day, from 1 in the afternoon till 3 in the afternoon.
Mhm.
And now it's all the way over there in the sky.
There's the spring equinox and the Earth rotation. And
Please stop
the
doing
shifting
drugs.
axis.
Just please stop doing drugs.
Fuck
Dude.
you.
All that shit plays a part in it. The way the Earth rotates, the tilt of the Earth, the way that. We
And 2
rotate
days
around
ago,
sun,
the
way that
moon
the
was
moon
right
goes
there
around
in the
us,
sky.
right?
And I'm telling
2
you,
days
from
ago, what
your
about-
model with
so
the
what about
rotation
yesterday?
and the way it works, it moves in increments. And in a day and a half, it didn't go from there to there.
Well, you know what?
My
Apparently it
model,
did.
It moves constantly throughout the sky.
I
because
understand
we're
the model.
turning.
The model, it moves in increments. But a day and a half ago, it was all the way over there. And now it's over there.
I don't think it goes in increments, Mike.
Next week when you're here, we can sit there and we'll look out the window and I'll point it out to you because we're like near a new moon right now, so it's going to take a few days. But in the daytime, I'm telling you, the moon will be out right there.
But just because it's there
Yeah,
once
but then in the
doesn't mean
summer, it's not
there.
going to be right there every day.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah,
with the
sure.
constellations move about the sky.
Yeah.
The constellations don't move.
Right. we
The
move
way
in
the Earth
relation-
rotates and
So if
Yeah.
we move in rotation, and now they're saying the solar storm, the solar system itself moves in a spiral rotation with the planets in it,
Well,
Yeah.
that's just what happens.
but
when
the
you believe
constellations
everything you
never
read.
move. The constellations are a fixed position.
Well, because it's so big that they do slowly
Stop doing
move
drugs,
over
Justin.
time.
Just please
They
stop
do
doing drugs.
slowly-
Come on, man.
they
If
slowly
you are
move
spinning
over
around
time.
and it's that way,
Wait,
and
you
it's
can't
spinning this
understand
way,
that. Okay,
when
alright,
you're
so
on
here, I
this
can
side
draw
of
for
the
you. I
of
can
the
show it
spin,
for you.
and the
It's simple.
Earth is spinning
It's
at
really
the same
simple,
time.
man. It's really simple. Because the
As
solar
the solar
listen, the
system
solar
is spinning in
so
its
gigantic.
spiral, and the
It's-
planet
alright.
is spinning on its
27
axis,
days.
We're talking.
you
past
would not
each other.
even
around
see
that.
the same constellations in the sky. They
Why
would
not?
change.
But how long does it take for the solar system? To
They
do
don't know.
one-
It's a brand new model. They
Every
don't know. They
month.
have no idea what they're talking about.
You know the distances we're talking about.
Nobody knows the distance. Every 5 years,
I do know the distance.
they
What do you
change
mean
the
they don't know
distances
the
every
distance?
5 years,
Oh,
so
come
they
on.
don't know the
Oh, come on.
distances.
Your teachers taught you that the Earth was the same distance from the moon as mine did. And they taught us that the sun was the same distance from the Earth
No.
as mine did.
First,
They
our
did.
teachers told us that the firmament is 130,000 miles up, and then in 1981, it was
Wait, what's 130?
the firmament.
What's that?
The firmament?
Yeah, what's the firmament?
Think of it as a biodome.
Okay. So like
Research it. Don't take my word for it. Research
So
it.
like the upper atmosphere. Is that what
Research
we're
it.
talking about?
Don't take my word for it. Firmament, F-I-R-M-A-M-E-N-T.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it goes hand in hand with as above,
But so below.
Biblical cosmology.
Well,
Is that
it's
correct?
you can find it under that, but it's
Yeah, there's some here.
you can find it under flat Earth. You can find it under whatever the opposite of heliocentric models are.
So what?
NASA
So what
even
is it?
Bill Nye the Science Guy is even telling young people these days we're in a closed system. We're not getting off.
Of the Earth.
Yeah.
Do you think that's true?
Yes.
You think we can't get out?
No. What's the operation? I don't remember the operation
That
name,
we've never
but
been to the moon?
no.
Satellites?
You can't leave the firmament, and even if you
Do we
could,
have-
you can't make it past the Van Allen
do we-
belt.
do we
You'll
have
die of
satellites?
radiation poisoning.
Do we have satellites?
Sure, but they're not what you think.
They're not as high as we think.
Look it up.
'Cause
Look
there's
into it.
satellites that are miles, like
Yeah, the
tens of
Chinese had them
thousands of
floating
miles.
over the continent the other year, last year.
and that's it.
Look into it. Don't take my word for it, Justin.
No,
Do your research.
Alright. See, the only way I knew the firmament of is because it's a run in Final Fantasy 11.
Literally every old civilization out there depicted the Earth under the
Yeah,
firmament
because they were idiots.
until what, 57,
'Cause
and
they didn't
NASA
know
came out.
Because they didn't know shit.
And NASA
Not
uses a
57,
flat
it was
Earth,
the
man.
1800 Copernicus.
NASA.
So
I
did-
said NASA.
But I'm saying that's not the first time that they said there was something up there. Like Copernicus was saying that there was shit up there in like the 1400s. That's why he got thrown in jail by the church.
What's your tail wagging for? What's your tail
And
wagging?
he's my hero because he's a smart Pollock and he's the only one we got.
Lots of shadows.
It's your birthday.
Copernicus was torn.
Okay. I'm gonna grab my quarters. Nope, dog food.
Yeah, you can see it good right now.
The sun?
Yeah.
Oh, the moon's still there a little bit.
Hanging.
Some bitch. Do you think they were kidding?